This is the face of a girl who just finished this book. This book was amazing. I could not believe how amazing this book is. I didn't expect to like it that much, but I like it. And now we have to continue with another book. And I have two books here. Oh, it's like Sophie's choice. I am afraid to read another book because this one was so good, and I don't know which one can beat it, or at least be at the same level as this one. I think I'm going to read. Yeah, let's go with this one, because this one is supposed to be a sad one. You've reached Sam. I see that it was a master TikTok sensation. Okay, and it's not a big one, because I'm a little bit behind of my schedule. I have read this book in 4 days. Yeah, I know that this is a lot, but I'm working a 9 to 6 job and I don't have a lot of time to read. And this is great for me because sometimes I read a book in 2 weeks. Yeah. This one is 300 pages. And maybe I will get back to my schedule because I have a weekend. I need to read all 3 of them in a week, but I am not sure that I'm gonna read all 3 of them in a week. We'll see how it will go. Leave a comment. How fast do you read? Do you read like me, or are you a fast reader? Because sometimes I feel bad that I don't read as fast as I want to. Because of my work, of course, and yeah, mostly because of my work. Okay, we will continue with this one. I have read the premise of this book. This is about a girl who loses her boyfriend and she wants to call and hear his voice one more time, so she calls him and he picks up. So it's like after dying connection between them. I guess it's like that. We will see this. Yeah, hope I will enjoy it and hope I will not cry. I don't want to cry now. Let's dive in. I've just finished I've just finished the prologue of this book, and this prologue reminded me of doramas, if you've ever watched some, in combination with anime, so a kind of mixed genre of drama and anime. In the prologue, we are in Julie's head, so she remembers how she and Sam met, all these moments from the start of their relationship, a lot of cute moments that they have together, and but we are somehow in her head, so we see this in her head and in her dreams. So we see this from her perspective. Julie was working at a bookstore and Sam was coming every day at that bookstore. So he leaves her one day a cherry blossom made of paper. And then we are thrown in the future 2 weeks later when Julie walks into a cafe and there Sam is working. They just sit there and start talking, and they are finding out a lot of things about each other. So it's like they're, I don't know, meet cute or something like this. But their meet cute, I think it was in the library where Julie was working, in the bookstore where Julie was working. The prologue was her memories about him, so a lot of memories, like their meeting, like the prom where they went separate, but they end up dancing together, like the time when Julie's parents got into a fight, so a lot of things from their first encounters. But we know that something happened to him because at the end of the prologue, she is in her dream and she says that don't go yet. And he responds, Julie, if I could stay with you, I'd never leave. And she says, but you did leave. Something happened there, we understand that. And we have yet to find out what happened with Sam and why did he leave her. We know that he died, but we don't know why, what happened there. So I think we are going to find out this next. Have you read Stephen King's Mr. Harrington's Phone? It's a short story about a boy who befriends an older man, and then this man dies and they communicate through their phones. This book reminded me of this. It's like Dustin Thao was inspired by this Stephen King short story. I felt this way. If you haven't read it, then go on and read it because it's a really great short story. I like Stephen King's short stories, I think, more than his novels sometimes. Not every time. I'm at the page 36 of this book. I have read the first chapter. In the first chapter, we are 1 week after Sam died. We don't know why he died, but he's already dead, and Julie wants to forget him, so she throws away all his stuff. She wants to throw away even her memories because she doesn't want to remember her anymore after a week, which is a bit strange, but you know, everyone is coping different with grief, so I kind of understand her, but I don't know if I'm gonna feel this way if someone close to me will die. And at the end of this chapter, she realizes that she made a mistake when she threw away all of Sam's stuff. She wanted to get it back, but she couldn't, so she goes to his grave. Not having anything left of him, she calls him. So this is how this first chapter ends. Like they establish a connection through their phones. I don't know why, but I thought that this book will be not a young adult book, so I thought they both are like adults, so maybe 20ish, maybe more, but they are both in school. Sam died several months before graduation, so they are both like in school, which is weird because when I pick up this book I thought that they will be older. So for now this book feels like the opposite of this one. So this is like a ray of sunshine, and this is very dark and sad, like very sad. When you read it, you start to imagine all these tragic things that can happen to the people that you love. I don't like this feeling, like at all. I hope it will not get sadder, because I'm already a bit sad when I'm reading it. It's hard to read about the loss of the people you love. At least for me, I don't know. Leave a comment if this is hard for you too. I'm at the page 64, and for now it's okayish. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. I don't particularly enjoy his writing style, but it's okay. Let's say so. He mentioned here The Burial Giant. This is a book by Kazuo Ishiguro, and this book was one of the strangest books that I've ever read. I like other books by Kazuo Ishiguro, but I didn't really enjoy The Warrior Giant. Have you read The Warrior Giant? Did you find it weird? Because it was very weird for me. We are jumping here in time, so it's before and now, so we are learning a bit about their back history, but also we are learning what is happening now after Sam died. It's a bit slow paced, and for now I am not really intrigued about what is going to happen next. It's not a page turner. It's just okay for now. I'm at the chapter 10, so after the page 153, I've read half of this book. And to be honest, I don't really care for this book. I don't care for the characters, I don't care for everything is happening here. I don't care. And that is strange because it's a sad book. It's about losing someone you love, but I'm not really buying into everything is happening here. I don't know, maybe it's the poor writing style, maybe this is his first book and he didn't intrigue me. It's a bit hard to read because I understand that this is a book, so I don't get immersed in the story, which is bad because I like to read a book and don't understand that I'm reading a book. And so, like, I'm reading a book, but I am actually living the story, which is not the case with this book. The characters, they don't feel real. They are very flat. They don't have a personality, which I would enjoy. I think I'm gonna finish it, but for now I don't really enjoy this book, to be honest. Not that I should enjoy a sad story. I'm not a maniac, but I don't really enjoy to read it. I finished this book, finally. This book would have been perfect if it wasn't a book but a short story. About 20-30 pages long, it would have been perfect. But we have what we have. I was hoping that it will be an emotional roller coaster for me, so I will read and I will cry because it's gonna be sad, and one of the what if situations, like what will happen if someone close to me will die and I will get one more chance to talk to them. But it felt very repetitive. It was like I was reading the same things over and over again, and I didn't feel emotional about this. I didn't feel bad about reading these things. I didn't feel like someone died. I was hoping that we will go to learn more about Sam, the main character who died, and we will going to learn more about Julie. So their bond, how this was possible, how it was possible for them to make these calls after he died. It felt very flat, like there were no emotions put in writing this book. I know that when an author writes a book, he or she or they put a lot of their emotion there. I didn't feel the emotions behind this book, and it it felt really flat to me, to be honest. There were a lot of plot holes here. So, for example, at one moment, Julie could call Sam, then she couldn't call him when she wanted, and she needed to wait. And then at another moment, she could call him when she wanted. And I don't make the rules, you know. I was feeling that author made the rules, but he didn't follow them. And why write about the rules anyway if you don't follow them? At the beginning of this book, Julie throws out a CD that Sam made for her because he was playing guitar. And she says something like, who listens to CDs anymore? And then after, I don't know, 3 chapters, we find out that she listens to CDs all the time and that this is her favorite things in the world, to listen to CDs. I don't really get it, so do you like CDs or no? I know that this is a petty thing to think about, but this was a bit strange for me. But aside from plot holes, I was hoping that this book will be more, so the premise is so good. I was hoping that I will enjoy this more that I actually did. So I think it was the emotional liking of this book. I didn't feel that the characters are real, they felt really cartoony. The book will make a good manga or maybe a good anime. We're going to have these visuals because it's a lot of visuals in this book. I don't really feel that it should be a book. It felt like those books that are written based on animes or on movies. Let's say so. Yeah, it felt like this for me. This is just my opinion. And I think I'm gonna give this book 2.5 stars because I like the beginning and I like the premise a lot, but I didn't like the book as a whole, which is sad because I thought I will enjoy it and I thought I will cry. But to be honest, main character was sometimes so unbelievable, not realistic. And I didn't get along with her at all. We see all this story from her point of view, so you have to get along with the main character to love this story. At least I think so. So 2.5 for now. It's a bit of disappointment for me because I wanted to read this book for a long time. But we have what we have.